If it makes sense, if the numbers add up and it makes sense, then just do it. Simple. Like, I'll give you a couple of examples that I've done, okay? So, I commute 100 miles per day to go to work. That's round trip. I was spending about $450 on gas, and that was the most fuel efficient car. It was a Toyota Corolla. Okay, I was probably getting 35 miles per gallon, 30 to 35 miles per gallon, and I was paying $450 a month. So in my head, I'm like, okay, well, my work offers free charging, so it would make sense to get an electric vehicle, because then it's like my work is giving me an extra $400 a month, which is then gonna pay for gas, right? So I was like, okay, what is the cheapest Tesla I could buy that has a decent amount of miles, but it'll last me a while? So I started looking, and the cheapest Tesla that I was able to buy was actually a Model S. And if you guys don't know, a Model S, that's more of that's a higher end Tesla other than the Model 3. But the reason why the Model S was so cheap compared to the Model 3 was because it was old. It's an old car. It's a 2014. While the Model 3, the first Model 3 that came out was in 2018. So you're looking at a 4-year difference. So I was able to pick this car up for $12,000 at 120,000 miles. I was able to pick it up for it. I now have 165,000 miles, as you see there, and it's still running smooth. And I've used it for about a year. I've used it for about a year and a half. And if you do the math, $400 times that by 12. So 1 year I saved $4,800 because I get free charging. So, and that's just 1 year. I've used it for a year and a half, so I'm probably around $6,000 now. So $6,000, this car paid for itself. If you think about it, like, yeah, I paid $12,000, but I already paid half the car off from the money that I saved from just gas. So this is what I'm saying. Things like that, like, do things that make sense to you financially. Like always take the cheaper alternative, but know that, like, not the super cheap alternative. Like, don't be stupid. Don't buy a $7,000 car that has 250,000 miles on it, because you probably only got 50K miles left on it, right? Like, that just doesn't make sense. You're just throwing away money. And once the battery is dead, then it's pretty much deemed worthless. I mean, it's just going to be deemed for parts at the end of the day. So, you know, make it make sense.
Blocked lane ahead.
Thank you. I'll give you another example. So my mortgage is $29.50 a month. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, and utilities run about $200. So I'm paying about $3,200 a month, and it's just me and my wife living there. And it doesn't make sense that I'm commuting 100 miles a day and I'm paying $3,200 a month. It doesn't make sense. Like, why am I doing that? So what I'm going to end up doing is renting that place out. I can rent it out in 2 separate units. 2 separate units is going to give me the highest ROI. The reason for that is because I could close off the master bedroom and turn it into a studio, because it's so large. So I'm utilizing the space in the master. The master has about 470 square foot of space. So I'm going to close that off, put a Mr. Cool in there, and put a private entrance in there, and I can rent that out for $1,400 a month. And then the rest of the house is very nice. It's like a bar style open kitchen, and it's 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. So it's perfect for a small little family. That right there, I could rent it out for about $2,425. So, you know, do the math, add it up. Right, I'm looking at about $3,800 to $4,000 every single month in rental income. But then you got to look at your expenses. I'm spending $3,100 a month $3,200 a month on my mortgage. So I'm profiting about $700, $800 a month. So with that, I could actually go rent an apartment or something in Livermore for $2,000 a month instead of paying $3,100 a month here. And then I'm like 5 minutes away from work. Like let it make sense, right? Now, I understand that rentals could be a little bit risky, because what if the tenant doesn't pay? Like, yeah, I understand that, but you just got to screen a good tenant. And you got to have renter's insurance, all that stuff. You got to do credit checks. You just got to find a good tenant that's not going to fuck you over. And then have a huge deposit. I'm going to have a huge deposit, so that's going to put me ahead. Yeah, but yeah, make it make sense, right?